Hi students, today we will discuss class 9 chapter 1 number system exercise 1.3 question number 1. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. Here some fractional form will be given that we have to convert to decimal form and we have to find out which kind of decimal expansion each one will be. So first one is 36 by 100. Here any number divided by 100 is very easy. Anyway, we have to find the decimal form and what kind of decimal expansion also. Here long division only I am using. So we can apply it for any fraction. So I am using long division. 36 by 100. We know that the numerator should be written inside the division symbol. So 36 by 100, that means how many hundreds we can take from 36. We know that we cannot take even a single hundred from 36. So we have to put 0 in the quotient and make the dividend as 36.0. And put the decimal point in the quotient also. Then consider the dividend as 360. Then how many hundreds in 360? We know that it is 3 times. You know the long division. You have already learned in your earlier classes. So 3 into 100 is 300. We have to do subtraction in long division. After subtracting we will get 60. And again we can put zeros because it is a decimal number. How many zeros are required? That many zeros we can enter. So in 600, how many hundreds are there? We know that 6 times 100 is 600. The remainder is 0. So here remainder is 0 and the quotient is 0.36. That is the decimal form of 36 by 100. So first part is over. Now second part, we have to find which kind of decimal expansion it is. Here remainder is 0, so it is terminating. Terminating means ending. The quotient is ending. So it is terminating. Wherever remainder becomes 0, that quotient will be terminating. Moving to the second question, 1 by 11. Here also we are doing long division only. We know that we cannot take even a single 11 from 1. So enter 0 in the quotient and make the dividend as 1.0 and put the decimal in the quotient also. So take it as 10 as the dividend. Then 10 by 11 also we cannot do. So in the quotient we have to enter 0 and make the dividend as 100 and check how many times 11 in 100. We know the 11's table. So 9 times 11 is 99. Do subtraction. Then the remainder is 1. Again we can enter 0. So again 10 comes. Again we know that we cannot take 11 from 10. So enter 0 in the quotient. Again one more 0. So in 100 how many 11s are there? We know that 9 times 99 comes. Same numbers are repeating, right? Here remainder is repeating. That means the quotient also will be, the digits in the quotient also will be repeating. So we can put etc. dots, or another method is, here the remainder never becomes 0 and the quotient, in the quotient 09 repeats. So only 2 digits. Up of that digit you can put a line segment. This is the method. You can, no need to put etc. No need to put dots after 09. We have to put a small line segment on 09. Up of 09. Here. Now first part is over. So this is the decimal expansion. Now we need to find out what kind of decimal expansion it is. Here remainder never becomes 0 and the same remainder comes, or in the quotient 0 9 is repeating. So it is non-terminating recurring. Terminating means ending. Here it is not ending. The quotient is not ending, so it is non-terminating, and recurring means repeating. So the decimal form is non-terminating recurring. Moving to the next one, 4 1 by 8. It is a mixed fraction. We know that suppose you got 4.5 marks out of 5. That means it is 4 plus half. So here the question is 4 1 by 8. Instead of 4 1 by 8, we can write 4 plus 1 by 8. Here we need to do long division for 1 by 8 only, and after getting the quotient, that answer we have to add with 4. That is the easiest way. So we are going to do 1 by 8 long division. We know we cannot take 8 from 1, so enter 0 in the quotient and make the dividend as 1.0 and put the decimal in the quotient, and consider the dividend as 10, and 1 time 8 in 10, so in the quotient we have to enter 1, then after subtraction we will get 2, and here we can enter 0 because it is a decimal number. As many zeros are required, that many we can enter. Then from 20, how many 8s we can take? 2 8s. We know the table of 8. 8 2s are 16. After subtracting, we will get the remainder as 4. Here see that remainders are different. Then we must do 6 or 7 steps. Then only we can understand whether it is repeating or non-repeating. Here make it as 40, and we know that 8 5s are 40. See here the remainder became 0 and quotient is 0.125. So instead of 1 by 8 we can write it as 0.125. So after adding with 4 it will be 4.125. So 4.125 is the decimal form of 4 1 by 8. First part is over. Next we have to find out what type of decimal expansion it is. Here the remainder is 0. So it is terminating. Hope you would have understand the concept. Moving to the next one, fourth one, 3 1 by 3. Here also long division we are doing. We know that we cannot take 13 from 3. So enter 0 in the quotient and make the dividend as 3.0 and put the decimal in the quotient. Here consider the dividend as 30, and we know that 2 times 13 is 26. After subtraction we will get 4. Here we can enter 0, and how many times 13 in 40? That is 3. 3 times 13 is 39. After subtracting we will get the remainder as 1. Again we can enter 0, and we know that we cannot take 13 from 10, so we must enter 0 in the quotient, and again we can put 0 after 10. Then how many times 13 in 100? We know that 7 times 13 is 91. After subtraction we will get the remainder as 9. See here the remainders are different. Anyway we will do 2 more steps, and we can enter 0. And how many times 13 in 90? That is 6 times 78. After subtraction we will get the remainder as 12, and again we can enter 0. How many times 13 in 120? It is 9 times. After multiplication we will get 117. The remainder became 3. See, look at the question. That is 3 by 11. Again 3 we got. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 digits in the quotient will be repeating. See, same 3 we got as remainder. The question is 3 by 13. That 3 we got in the remainder. That means same working will come. or the quotient will be 0.230769, again 230769, again 230769, like that the remainder, the quotient will come. Or instead of that we can write 0.230769. Up of that decimal part we have to put a line segment. Is it clear? So it is repeating or recurring. The numbers in the quotient is repeating, and here the remainder will never be 0. And 230769 is repeating in the quotient, so it is non-terminating recurring. Terminating means ending. Here it is not ending, so it is non-terminating. Recurring means repeating. Is it clear? Hope you would have understand the concept. Thank you.